Hi, my friends. How are you? I'm Kathleen. Welcome to Amelia B's Crafting World. Amelia sits behind me to watch me to make sure that I'm behaving myself and I'm watching my language and that I'm doing things right and having all the things that I need in front of me so I'm prepared. She's a little annoying, but it's okay. I mean, on my daughter's channel, The Withering Cottage, which is on at 7:30 Eastern Time, Tuesday nights, we have Arianja, and she's annoying. So I guess I have to have Amelia B. She's a nice girl. It's just that she's bossy. I'll be right back and I'll explain to you what we're going to be doing. Amelia B has plans for us. So I'll be right back. So Amelia is very much in the holiday spirit and she wants to have a Christmas party. And she wants to invite all her friends. All the Amelia bees and the Amelia birds and the Amelia frogs and the Amelia turtles and all the Amelias. So we have to make some food. I want to be prepared. So I thought that we should do some canned goods for her, and that way the day before the party, we'll be ready. We'll have a lot of things prepared. So we're going to use polymer clay because it's a craft, right? It's not real. I know. I know. It's just fun. I have this green polymer clay that I took the liberty of kneading. And polymer clay is great. And what we'll do after we form all of our little things is that we will place it in the oven. This particular polymer clay goes in the oven at 300 for about 30 minutes. There are others that go in for different temperatures. You need to look at your package and determine what it is that your polymer clay is going to require. I'm going to break off teeny little pieces because we have to make peas. We're going to make peas. So I have a little piece in my hand. Little piece in my hand, get it? Look. I'm going to put this on a piece of tin foil that I have in front of me. And we're going to let that just sit there so we can make a whole lot more. It's going to take a minute. But I'm not going to do that to you. I'll make them when the camera's off. But we just want to roll it with our finger and make a little pea. It's a little pea, just a tiny little pea. And for the carrots, and I think we should have carrots and peas and carrots. Again, I have an orange polymer clay. And with this, what we do is we're going to break a little piece off and we're going to turn it into a snake. Okay? We're just going to make it into a snake. You can put this down and roll it out. You can do it in your hand. I just like doing it in my hand. And until I get the camera thing worked out, it's just a better way to do it. I'm just rolling it and rolling it. Now remember, Amelia B's a tiny little thing and her friends aren't that big. So we don't want big gigantic carrots. We want smaller ones. So I'm going to make a snake. And all I'm going to do is place that down on my piece of tin foil next to my piece. Doesn't look much like a carrot now, does it? I have red. I was thinking a tomato salad. If we can the tomatoes, she wouldn't be able to use them for a salad, but you know, a lot of people do a pasta during the holiday season, and maybe she'd want some tomatoes. I don't know. Again, I'm going to break off a piece and I'm going to make a snake. Now you can get polymer clay at a lot of places. I know that there's a big box store in my community that you can buy it at. I know you can get it on the interwebs. I'm sure that just all the craft stores have it. I use it quite a bit. Some of the things I do is when I make my little snowman guys, I make polymer noses for them, carrot noses out of the clay, out of the polymer. All of that made sense. I make noses for the snowmen out of polymer clay that looks like carrots. Did it. I'm a big girl now. So I'm just going to continue to make some snakes and some peas, and I'm going to put them on this tin foil, and then I'm going to bake them at 300 for a half hour. I'll be back. It's going to take 30 minutes. I can't help it. It's just the way it is. See ya. Okay. So now what we need are these tiny little bottles. I got these at what used to be the dollar store. I know that you can get them in the big box store on the interwebs. I don't know if they're at the craft stores because I've never bought them there. So I have these. And I need to take the cork out and put it down. But I just wanted to show you that we're going to be using these. I need 3 of them for right now. Because we need one for the peas, one for the carrots, and one for the hopefully that will look like tomatoes. Let me put that down. The next thing we're going to need is our resin, our clear epoxy resin. This is what I've been using. And there comes in A and B. We'll need these. We're going to mix them together. It's a 50-50 ratio. And we won't need a whole lot for this particular project. But we'll get to this in a minute. I just want you to be prepared. So I took my little snakes out of the oven. And the peas were fine. But we have to do something because that big gigantic snake of a carrot and stuff isn't going to fit in that little bitty bottle. So what I did is I took my scissors and I cut them into little pieces. It's a reasonably soft clay, so it was not difficult. I just cut them into itty bitty little pieces. You see? Not a big deal. I dropped one. I don't want to waste food. Now I'm going to take the cork off my little bottle. And I'm going to put my little carrot pieces in. If I could not drop them. Look. See? I'm just putting my little carrot pieces in. I think that this will give the illusion of carrots. See? That's all we're doing. So now we just have to mix our resin. And again, it's just 50-50. I have this really lovely, very well used cup for my resin. Again, this has little lines in it, and I looked, and unfortunately you aren't going to be able to see it. Please note, it is 50-50. We're not going to use a lot. You could use, for this project, I can just use this little cap. And I'm going to pour it in. And then pour it in my little cup. Let all that get in there. Okay. And now I'm going to take, and which one was this? This was the clear epoxy hardener. Don't get this on your hands. You should wear gloves. I just do so much stuff. Okay, got it. It's like, oh good, the top doesn't want to come off. That's always fun when you're doing a video. All right. Here we go, again. And I'm going to pour that into my little container. That was easy. No fancy smancy stuff going on. You should do this in a pretty well ventilated room. This room is ventilated. It's actually 75 degrees here today, which is ridiculous. I want snow. And now I'm going to take my little popsicle stick and I'm going to mix. Mix it. Take your time. Mix it good. I feel like Ariana would be singing a song right now. I want to mix it, make sure that I mix it super, super good. I think that we should probably do this for at least a minute. Okay, we'll call that a minute. Now what I'm going to do, and this is going to take my little jar. My resin's coming, and I want to be careful. I don't want to overflow it, and I'm going to pour my resin in. I think that's good. And then I'm going to put my cork on it. And I'm going to let this sit. That's what I'm going to do. And Amelia B will have carrots and peas and what hopefully looks like tomatoes. All prepared, so when she's ready to get ready for the party, she'll have these things at hand. We have a lot to do to get ready for that party. I don't know. She has some dishes that she wants us to paint. I think we can do that. She wants to have gifts for everybody. I don't know if we can do that. It's like she has a lot of friends. Well, I need to go talk to her for a minute. I'll be right back. But we did it, y'all. Look at, none of that was hard, and we made a little bitty miniature can jar of carrots and peas and tomatoes. I'm going to let this sit in the background of life for probably a good 24 hours, and it will harden. Some people use a black light, but I'm just going to let this sit and just let it do its thing. We can finish these off with little tags. I think what I'm going to do is tie a little string around the top and have a little tag coming off and just say carrots, just so Amelia doesn't get confused about all the things. I want her to be very, very aware. I'll see you in a minute. Okay. Well, that's it for this particular episode. Do me a favor. If you can think of anything fancy we should be doing for Amelia's Christmas party, let me know. Put it in the comments. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe. It won't hurt you. You'll be all right. I'm glad you joined me. It was a fun one for me. I love making my little mini things. I get a lot of joy out of it. So, thank you for joining me at Amelia B's Crafting World. I'll see you next time. You be careful out there. Be safe. Bye.